Hello, welcome to our Hangout on Air for Google Blogger. I'm Lori Hartfield, along with Jennifer McWilliams.
Welcome.
And Rob Maggio.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, we're going to be talking to you today about the uses of Google Blogger in an educational setting. I'm going to start off showing you how to set up a blog with a Google slide presentation and then a little video. And then Jen will present about the educational uses of Blogger. And then finally, Rob will present additional resources, advantages and disadvantages that can help you with Blogger. And then he's going to ask and post 3 questions about Blogger that will be discussed and moderated further this week on Blackboard for you guys to answer. Okay, so I'm going to start off by screen sharing a Google slide presentation. Okay, why should I use Blogger in education? Because it's easy. Because it's a useful tool for communicating thoughts and ideas. Because we are a Google Apps school district. All right, how do I use Blogger? Here's a video on how to do that. Google Blogger. So once you know what your audience, who your audience is going to be and what your content is going to be, you can name your blog and decide after you create it who sees it and how you want to share it. If you haven't already created it, you click on New Blog in the blogger.com homepage. You'd give it a title. You'd also give it the address, and then it'll check to see if that domain is available. If it is, you'll have a little blue box with a check in it. I don't recommend that you customize it right away with a template. I think you could probably wait until later on for that, and then you'd create your blog. Now, I have several blogs that I've created for different purposes, and that's kind of fun because you'll all see them all in one dashboard. And what I would like to show you next is an overview of a blog that I've had up for a while. And what I like about this is when you first click on the overview for the blog, you're able to see the page views, you're able to see how many published comments, how many posts, and it's a nice overview. And especially if you have students that are allowed to post to your blog, this is a nice quick place with an overview where you can look at all the comments that have been posted, and you can manage in this way. You can also go into the settings, and you can click on posts and comments, and that's going to enable you to set the settings about who can comment and whether or not you want to moderate the comments. And you might want to think about having students comment on a blog versus if you're going to be setting up Google Classroom. I think that's more of a closed environment, and you might want to have them. They can also do some commenting there, because now that I have Google Classroom, I have most of my students do they do the commenting on the Google Classroom environment. So you can also just set the comments to be that nobody's allowed to comment. Okay, so once you decide that what you want to post, you can just click New Post several ways from the overview. You could click right here on New Post, you can click the pencil, and you could create a post. And once you're in the post editing screen, you can just give your post a title. I'm going to call mine Spirit Update. And you can also, post some content, maybe write a paragraph, and then publish it. Before you do that, you can also, what I think is really cool, is you could set a date and time to publish your post if you want to set it into the future. So that's kind of handy. You can also, if you really wanted your posts to be searchable on the web, this would be the place where you could add some labels to get it to be searched with keywords. Okay, so then you can publish your post. And one big thing that it's fun to do once you decide, you start getting some posts going, is you can work on the design of your blog. And you could do anything from a very simple, quick template, and this is something that I've done in the past with the Spirit program in Lindell. I've posted some questions, kids have answered. And then this is a relatively new one that I just did for this class where I just kind of got a little more crazy with the design. And so that's a lot of fun. You can click here for design and customize, and that's where you can really have some fun times, like changing the backgrounds. You can add images. If you want to upload an image, you can customize You know, each template has its own kind of color range if you wanted to do that. You could choose different colors. You can set the background image if you wanted to just make it a specific image. You can change the text and the fonts for each section. It goes like section by section here. You can change so many different components of the colors and things that you want to do. You can try those things and preview it on the blog, see what they look like, and you know, have a lot of fun with that. I don't want to make any changes right now, so I'm going to leave. And that's the basics of, you know, creating your blog to communicate with your students, or to have your students leave comments and feedback. Thank you. Okay, next is up is going to be Jen.
Hi, so I am going to talk about the Blogger in the classroom. Some of the best practices in Blogger is you could create a newsletter, and you as a teacher could send it out to parents and students and let them know what's going on in the class, or upcoming projects or tests that need to be done. Administrators, principals, vice principals can send out a newsletter letting everyone know the positive of what's going on in the building that week. It's easy to create and upload photos to show all the positive events happening. You could use Blogger as a team website. A team of teachers can create a blog as their website. All teachers can be authors and update the blog daily. This is beneficial because not one teacher has to do all the updating. Currently on Team 7-2, my team at the middle school, thanks to Dr. Marr, we have our team website, which is a Blogger. Right now, he pretty much runs everything, but for next year, he's going to make all the team teachers authors, so we would each have a section of the website where we could post our assignments, daily assignments, homework assignments, upcoming test and review sheets. Blogger in the classroom. Teachers can use Blogger to deliver their lessons and house resources. I know, with the math, we have our textbook has a website, which would be easy to kind of set up on Blogger so the students have easy access or a shortcut to the website where they're able to watch lessons that are videotaped and extra examples if they're having trouble at night doing their homework. You could also share work with your teachers or with other educators. Blogger allows users to publish posts via email. Why Blogger for the teachers? Well, Blogger makes it easy for the teachers to showcase their lessons and their homework assignments. They could keep parents up to date on all class happenings. Right now, we really only have in effect posting our homework assignments, but with Blogger or your Google Classroom, you'll be able to send out the lesson. God forbid a student's absent for the day, they won't fall behind. They could stay on top of their work from home. You could also reflect on your own teaching practices and share your ideas with other educators. A few other interesting things I found that Blogger could be used with group projects, having students work in small groups to write and post summaries of content covered in class. It gets students to do their writing assignments in the form of a blog post. So I feel that this really helps create literacy within the classroom or outside the classroom. You could have students write diaries or journals or reflect on the daily lessons. You could use blogs for classroom projects where students can include videos, clips, audio, text, and images. You could use it for activities and games or puzzles to just keep the students interested. Why do you think we should use Blogger for the students, or why, is it easy for the students? They could share their schoolwork with their peers, parents, and others. They can collaborate on projects, and I think that's the best, creation, that you could be sitting at home and working on a group project together. Google really did a good job with that. And again, keeping a reflective journal throughout the school year. All right, that's what I found, why Blogger in the classroom, and why it's beneficial to us as teachers to use it. And I'm going to turn this over to Rob now to talk about the advantages and disadvantages.
Okay, I just want to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of Blogger in the classroom. Just to let you know about some of the benefits and the disadvantage of Blogger. You have the right, you set up your own audience, you have an authentic audience. There's global connections if you want to share it across, maybe, across the grade level, could be across the country, across the world. The good thing is it builds communication skills, information and communication technology skills. As we know, the 21st century learner needs to know these skills. There's a sense of classroom community. It instills confidence in each and every student and improves literacy skills and allows you to teach appropriate online behavior as far as posting comments, etc. Another good advantage of Blogger is that it's free. Some of the disadvantages of Blogger is it's owned by Google, and if Google decides they want to take it down, they could take it down at any time. Another thing, even though you're not open to the public, someone could actually take a screenshot. So whatever you post, you really want to be conscious about what you post. Sorry. The most important thing about Blogger is you really have to keep it up to date. If you leave stale information up there, the kids are no longer interested. You have to really keep it intriguing and up to date. You should get parental permission. That's really important. And avoid students having to share personal information like their name, their email address, and their addresses. A good thing about it also is that students get to educate each other, so they get to share with each other. And it's not only you that's involved in the blog, it's the students, and also parents are sometimes involved. It's really important that you teach respect for other people's opinions. We have 3 questions that we're going to post this week for Blackboard. The following questions, I can't bring them up.
Okay, I'll read them. So we're hoping that during the course of this week on Blackboard, you could answer the 3 following questions. 1, how could you implement Blogger into your classroom? 2, consider your blog versus other digital tools, classroom sites that may share some of the same functions. How can you use the blog in a way that is different? And 3, what are some of the challenges of incorporating Blogger into your classroom?
All right, thanks a lot, Jen.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much for watching our Hangout on Google Blogger, and we'll see you in the online world very soon.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thanks.